So, I know a lot of people want to put rev counters on their Peugeot, but unfortunately the wiring system on them aren't always actually equipped for actually having a rev counter. So it's a case of buying one, sticking it in, and seeing if it works. Now, unfortunately, mine didn't work, nor did the electronic speedo, which I ended up modifying this instrument cluster to have that in. Hence the little gap at the top you can see. It's shimmied down into this corner a little bit, but it's not too bad. Still annoys me though. Just don't like it being able to see that. What I had to do to get that to fit is the old mechanical one fitted into the electronic style. What's it? Completely different make. Can't remember what it is. But oops, it's come out. That's not good. Anyway, this here's what I did. I basically just chopped the sides off, just to accommodate the back of the mechanical one. Fits fine. This here you don't have to be too worried about. It's for lights, and actually do be worried about it, because if you do break it, your ignition on light won't work. For starters, I can tell you that. Also, what else won't work? Oh, and your left indicator light won't work either, apparently. So don't break that. Be careful of it. What you can do is you can actually undo all the connections off of everything, undo all the screws, take out all the bulbs, everything, and that will peel away quite happily. Now, after actually looking at this actual printed electrical I actually traced the wires and the connections from the rev count to this plug. This is the yellow plug, and on the second terminal you see that black wire here. That's the one, that and the blue one I installed. Both of those go to the the rev count, sorry, I keep getting that mixed up. But only the black one actually seems to make it work, because that blue one goes down there where I join it to another wire because it was too short, and when it gets to there, that blue one is a dead end. It's not doing anything. For the black one, I'll show you where that goes to. The way to get this off is use a knife. It's better off with a Stanley blade I found, but a knife would work. Put it in between the joins and slide it along a couple of times. Do it on both of them, and you can grab it with a pair of pliers or jam a screwdriver under it and pop it out. That thing there I practiced on because I knew there was no connections on. If I fucked this terminal up, I knew I was going to be in a problem because I wouldn't be able to connect anything to it. So these two I kind of practiced on, and to be honest, I thought I put the plastic things back in there. They must have fallen out. So oh well. If you have taken it out and you found it don't work, you know how to get everything in and out, so it's not hard. There's plenty of guides on how to get them out. It's dead simple. But being a real bitch for starting at the moment, and I don't know why. I think I might have airlocks. I think I might be low on fuel. It all works. Now I'll show you where you connect the other end of the wire up to. That's also very simple. Now, you need to get yourself to your computer. This is the Mark 1, so you see magnetic moral, something like that. It's French, not a clue to be honest. And this is the terminal block. What you do to get that apart is, with that small screw which goes into there, you undo that, and that slides off the plug. You have to unplug it to get it off, of course, but then once you do, the wire, which is actually this red one, which goes to this plug. So if I ever have to take the wiring loom out or anything, just unplug that, and you can take the wiring loom out and find it underneath the rubber grommet sleeve thing, and it's pressed into number 6 on the terminal block. Basically the rev gun is just a counting device. It counts up a certain electrical pulses and turns it into the movement on the dial. So for every 4 pulses would be 1 revolution of the crankshaft, 4 being each cylinder. So that, I'm believing that might go to something, maybe fuel injector or part of the ignition system. Could be, I'm not sure. Or could be a pulse from the throttle position sensor, any other crap. If you're wondering what that is on my cover, that's oil out of the coolant. Yeah, that's good. Probably telling me I've got a blown head gasket. Yeah, that's always a good thing to hear. So, that's how you do that. It's dead simple. If you've got the Bosch computer, whatever it is in the Mark II, sorry I can't really help you. I don't know how to wire up one of those computers. It's a bit of hit and miss. I found out how to do this by basically touching that wire to these connections by those holes, so just going along, touching them one by one and seeing which one made the rev count move. I flicked up on that position so I could see it here, and I could just glance at it while I'm touching them on. That was very risky if I was to connect it up to the wrong one, although that wire does not have any live coming out of it because it's a signal wire going back, so there's nothing coming out of it. You can actually connect it up to the computer now, so it shouldn't really do your computer any damage. But the problem is, if you've got the Mark II one, I don't think I'm not sure if that connection on the computer actually comes apart. I've never worked on one. I've only ever done it on this. So I wish you luck. As for the the speedo, I haven't got a clue on how you wire one of them up to get that working. The electrical one, anyway. This is just the cable fed one through there. Goes down to the gearbox. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.